Hey everybody, welcome back to the Goodview Woodworks channel. My name is Nathan, and in this video we're going to take a slab of curly maple, and my friend Justin over here is going to do all the work because it's his table. He's going to knock it out of the park. You ready? Let's get it. All right, as most of you guys know, the first step in the process is to build the form, and that's what we're doing here. We're using some 3/4 inch MDF and using our circular saw to cut out the form. The form's gonna be 24 by 48, and we'll usually make the sides about 3 inches tall. So my buddy Justin over here, he's gonna get his straight edge set up, and we're gonna just rip cut 24 inches because this sheet is already 48 inches across. So now that we have the bottom of the form cut, we're gonna rip down the sides on the table saw. We're gonna make them 2.5 inches tall to accommodate the 1.5 inch thickness of the slab. So the slab is actually a little bit less than that, like more like 1.25 inches, but we have 3/4 inch thickness of our bottom part of our form. That leaves us 1.75 inches, which is slightly above the slab, which is what we want. Okay, so he's gonna set the saw up to cut it at 2.5 inches. And he's gonna rip this down. I'm gonna rip it down 4 times. Woo!
Woo, doggy.
All right, cool. So now we have our side stock cut. Now, well, we have because it's already 48 inches, 2 of them don't have to be cut, but then we have to cut the shorter sides on the miter saw. So let's go do that. Put 2 up and we'll say. We got 2 of them that are the full length of the bottom of the form there, and the 2 we're gonna cut for the shorter ends of the form, which is 24. You add 1.5 inches because the thickness of the wood is 3/4 inch. So 3/4 plus 3/4 is 1.5 inches. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, now all of our pieces are cut, so we can start assembling the mold. Before we start screwing anything together, we're gonna take our house wrap tape. The brand we have is Tyvek tape. We're gonna tape all of the inside of the form as our mold release. All right, so he's using his Tyvek house wrap tape to tape this form up. And remember, it's okay to go over the edges and cut it down there. But like he's doing, see him burnishing the tape down. So we don't want any air bubbles. It's okay to have air bubbles, but if you do have them, there's a chance epoxy will seep under. So you wanna make sure you get all the air bubbles out. He's doing a pretty good job. So we're gonna continue taping this whole bottom, and then we'll start taping the sides too. This is the easiest and most efficient way to make a form. Also, you'll have a lot less issues if you build your form this way. All right, we're gonna tape it up, put the sides on, and we're gonna caulk in between the sides and the bottom of the form. All right, so he got the sides taped up right here. So the next step is to pre-drill for the screws and caulk all the pieces that are going on the side. Remember, we always pre-drill so we don't tear up the form and blow it out. Right?
That's right. Nobody likes a blowout.
That's right. You know best, right?
Yep.
All right, so now that he has just a couple screws in holding the sides in, he's gonna go ahead and start. We're gonna pre-drill. We're gonna do one in the middle, and then we're gonna split the difference on the other side. There you go. It's literally just there to hold it in place, you know, so you can get the other side. Okay, the final step for the form, now that we have all the sides pre-drilled and everything, we're gonna caulk the inside where the sides attach to the base, okay? That way, if we have a leak, you know, if the epoxy wants to flow down, doesn't have anywhere to go, stays inside the form. Resin tight, know what I'm saying? So, Justin is gonna run a generous bead, yep, just like that.
I also decorate cakes.
All right. And the caulk we're using sets up in, what did it say, 15 minutes?
It's a 20-minute, I believe.
20 minutes. So it sets up in 20 minutes, and that's what we want. We want it to set up quickly.
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for all that waiting.
And remember, on the short sides, we're going to run it up to the top as well for the other sides of the form. Nice. Man, that's a pretty straight line right there.
Yeah. All my straight lines have a nice curve to them.
Yeah, mine too. It's okay if you put too much caulk. Squeeze out is good. That way you know you filled all the cracks in. You get on your shoes though, he said?
No, she's leaking.
Yeah, it's good. Nice. Let's flip her around. I got you, no worry. Yeah. Pre-drill.
Always pre-drill.
Remember, always pre-drill.
Always.
Take the time so you don't have to take the time later to fix a leak. You know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying?
Cry once. That's what all the Volkswagen guys say because the stuff's so expensive. Do it right the first time.
Not because it breaks all the time.
Well, that too. That's weird. That's weird. No better place for extra caulk than the underside of your workbench.
Yeah, I suppose so.
And then, just like before. All right, so now that all the screws are in, the last and final step is to caulk the inside corners all the way around. And it can be a small bead, and then use the old finger method and wipe it, just like you do when you seal trim or anything else. Yeah, it's good. Just make sure when you wipe your finger down, it gets good coverage. As you can tell, Justin's done this before.
Yeah.
He built his house from scratch.
False. I had to fix a lot of it. People who built it, coincidentally, used lots of glue to put the sheetrock on instead of nails.
Glue?
Yeah.
That's weird.
It was most of they had two or three nails in the sheetrock. The rest of it was glued to the wall.
That's weird. I don't know. I like to use the drywall screws myself.
I mean, most people do.
But in my house is built in '37, and I guess when drywall first came out, they were using nails because I had a million nails in mine too.
I would have taken nails over nothing.
Yep, like Justin's doing. Use your finger. And it's okay if you get some excess on the tape. You come back when it dries and you can peel it right off. There you go. All right, guys, that's it. That is step by step on how to build a form. Justin, what do you think? How do you feel about your first time building a form?
Should have wore gloves on the cotton part.
Yeah.
Got quite messy.
Yeah. So guys, if you haven't been to my channel before, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, but also ring the bell to the right of the subscribe button so that you get notified anytime that I post a new video. With that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you got something out of it. And like always, thanks for hanging out with us. My friend Justin is going to be making a curly cherry river table. My buddy Justin is going to be making a curly cherry river table. This is his first table that he's ever made. Resin river table. This is the first river table he's ever made. He's going to knock it out of the park. You ready? Let's get it.
Cut. Action.
GoPro, stop recording.